2009, but failed to carry out an investigation until 2014.
We didn't have enough evidence from the reporting system that we had to identify this as an issue that we could take action with.
Well, as if those the shots weren't sobering enough, here is a scary example of the result when things can go wrong in terms of a fire with a Vauxhall Zafira.
Yeah, we said we've got Sue Fremantle with us here, alongside our consumer expert Alice Beer. This isn't your car, I have to say, Sue, but similar, same brand, make. What happened to you? When did you first notice there was something wrong?
So back on September the 5th last year, we just come back from visiting my sister for the afternoon. Parked the car outside the house because we were going out for dinner with family. My husband took the keys into the house. The windscreen started to steam up on the left-hand side. My cousin could smell some burning.
Did you turn the engine off at this point?
The engine was off, there was no keys in the car. Smoke was then coming out of the vent of the back of the engine bay and soon started to come into the actual cabin of the car. I shouted to my husband to quickly come down, and my father-in-law had already lifted the bonnet to see, and there was nothing. And then before long, we quickly got all the children out the car and ran as far away, called the...
And how long before it was literally in flames?
Within a minute or so, there was all smoke and flames into the car, yeah.
How terrifying.
Now, you think you've worked out what's wrong. Do Vauxhall agree with you?
No.
Right, what do you think goes wrong?
So the water comes in from the scuttle panel and drips down onto the blower motor, which is situated here.
Yeah.
That then obviously corrodes the blower motor and stops it all corroding.
Okay, whether that's right or whether that's wrong, I think the really scary thing about all of this, Alice, is Vauxhall know there's something wrong. These vehicles are still allowed out onto the road because they can't pin down exactly what is wrong. Surely it is only a matter of time before someone dies or is seriously injured.
Absolutely. I mean, Sue had children strapped into the car. We know of mothers who own these cars who are driving around with some 3 young children strapped into the car. Can you imagine this car going up in flames and you've got children who can't undo their own belt and you're struggling to undo a seatbelt? It is not acceptable. These cars should absolutely not be on the road. What happened, thanks to campaigners like Sue and a group of others setting up this Facebook page, they battered down Vauxhall so that they issued a recall in December. The cars that were recalled had a modification. There has since been 20 fires in the modified models. So next Monday, Vauxhall are issuing a new recall. But this is 2016, and the first fires that we knew about were in 2009. So Sue's fire happened in 2015, a whole year after Vauxhall admit they knew there was a problem with these cars. It's not acceptable, and it's certainly not safe for people who are driving around in them.
You obviously contacted Vauxhall, I presume. What response did you get from them at the time?
They just said they would pass our details on to the legal team and they would be in contact, but we've, after 3 weeks, had never heard anything.
And what about compensation? Did they offer anything like that? No. We were insured for this kind of thing. Yes, so insurance covered it.
We had to use both our claim on our car and our home insurance because it did so much damage to the home and obviously the big belongings that were in the car.
Your car cost you about £7,000. How many miles were on the clock? How old was it when you got it?
72,000.
Yeah. Is this a problem for old cars, second-hand cars only?
No, we've even had 2014 cars which obviously won't have even had their first MOT yet, and we've had 2 of them catch fire.
Do we know numbers, Alice,
Yes,
how many people have got these?
234,938 people have this model of car that was sold between 2005 and 2014.
That's recording, eh?
So they've modified it on the first recall on some 145,000 cars. They all need to go back in again. It's going to be a long time before they're all fixed. I wouldn't want to be driving around in them. Last week, Vauxhall were up against the Parliamentary Select Committee, the Transport Select Committee, who were asking them questions about why they waited so long. Very interesting to see this clip where the Chief Executive of General Motors was asked a specific question.
I've never given a compensation or anything.
You knew there was a fire in that model. You knew that was the case. So why didn't you react to that?
What's he going to say?
Certainly from,
No reason.
well, no, certainly from my understanding, in till we had really understood what the nature of that fire was. Seeing a
But
pattern.
wouldn't you think it's responsible if a manufacturer becomes aware that there's a pattern of fires in one of their models that requires investigation?
I think certainly I understand the point you make.
Didn't do very well there then.
Oh, excruciating and good, because at least somebody's looking at this. So alert to all consumers who own one of these, anyone driving around in a Zafira B model between 2005 and 2014, please make sure that you're on the list and you get it changed immediately. Vauxhall have given us a response saying that they don't think that the root cause of the car fires in 2009 was this. It wasn't until September 2015 when Sue and others set up their Facebook page and more people came forward that they're aware of it, that it was a wider scale problem. So thanks to Sue. And it was only after the story was covered further in the press in October 2015 that they realised more and were able to do more investigations. So they're now doing this second recall. They say it's taken them time to manufacture, design, and bring out the points and get them to
So
retailers.
back to your dealer if you've got the security.
Straight
Just
back to
need
your
to
dealer.
point out that Sue's injury here was not from the fire in your car.
We think
What happened to you?
Prosecco related, we think. No, it wasn't, honestly.
If it had, I may not have broken it.
You tripped on your friend's decking or something.
Yes.
Okay, well I hope your arm gets better. Thank you very much.
Well
Thank you
done.
very
Good
much.
work. Good work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, coming up, their shows are what's Sobers.
And as Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin, as